business of journalism is different from the practice and the service of journalism. And I'd like to talk about that latter part, the practice and service of journalism tonight. I come not to bury journalism, but to praise it. And to argue that the need for great journalism, for strong, good old-fashioned beat reporting, for enterprise reporting, for reporting that holds those in power accountable to their words and deeds, the need for that reporting is greater now than ever before. I'm not going to launch into another discussion about how to save newspapers, because I think that's largely irrelevant. No matter how our words and images are delivered, whether it's on the printed paper, whether it's over the airwaves, whether it's through a cable, whether it's on the internet, our words and images, if they're substantial, if they're compelling, and if they're relevant, will be a vital and required part of our audience's lives. Just this week, the Newspaper Association of America reported that dozens of newspapers of all sizes across the country are seeing significant increases in their combined print and online readership.
My ties with this organization that I've been involved with since 1984 in LA. Time to say that I'm not entirely sure what journalism and AAJA mean anymore. But then weeks like this and nights like this always reignite my commitment, and I hope yours, to making sure that even as our world turns upside down, AAJA is there, strong as ever, to ensure that Asian Americans and all people who traditionally are among the first to be excluded, that we and our voices and our stories don't get lost. To show that we know how to innovate and we know how to lead. That we understand the pricelessness of news and good information. And that we will be at the forefront of change. And most of all, that even when tensions about budgets and staffing and direction threaten to pull us apart, that we as an organization can stand as an example of how people with common cause must stand together and look out for each other as a group, because there really is no other way. Thank you so much.
Important thing is, if you want to boost diversity, if you want to reflect the communities that we serve, what you need to do is lead the newsrooms, not just work in the newsrooms. And I think that I'm running a whole bunch of news channels all over the country, and I'll say to John Yang that actually let's exclude the local cable news from the cable news generality, because I think as a whole we try to do something a little different than the networks. And we are creating jobs. I mean, we're a growth industry. We're building news channels. We launched a channel in Buffalo in March, and we've got some projects in mind for later this year and next year. And I think I'm lucky to work in this business. I'm lucky to work in local cable news because we don't do things for the same reasons that broadcast news operations do things. I mean, we cover real stories. We have beat reporting, and we report on politics and important issues in the community. And I'm looking for qualified news managers, and the more Asian American news managers out there, the better. And I just, it's something that is important for us and can only lead to better things. I really want to thank AAJA. I want to salute my fellow honorees because they are my mentors. And the first thing I did when I joined Time Warner was I had lunch with Jeannie Park, because that was, you had to do that. And it was something that she showed me what the organization was all about. And I'm glad that I've been involved for all these years. I really thank you for the honor. And I'm not going anywhere, so I think if you need a job in television news, call Bernie Hunt.